Well, first of all, big guns. I think that's a bit of a stretch for me and Butsy. I think maybe our connection to Bundaberg may be the reason why we got invited as the guest speakers, but it's a bit different to being out on the football field, having to talk in front of guests and everything, but something that we love doing, and to help the Northern Districts Rugby League is obviously another good thing too.
What about you, Zach? How's it feeling coming along and being billed as a guest speaker?
Yeah, as Cohen said, it's obviously a bit built up, the big guns words, but it's obviously a privilege always being back to Bundy. I love coming back, seeing family and friends, driving past all the footy grounds and that sort of stuff, seeing where I used to play growing up.
Well, let's dig into that a little bit. Let's start with you, Zach, because I'm looking at you now. Bundy boy, born and bred, played with West Panthers over the time. What are some of your memories from playing here, and how long before you were seeking your eyes on professional rugby league?
It was obviously something I always wanted to do, as every young kid does. Seeing my older brother played for the Cowboys as well, and obviously that inspired me a lot to go up there. But one of our earliest memories, obviously playing at the Westfields and training every day down there, mainly playing at Soldiers Oval, but mainly getting in my first games at West when I was very young, which was always a privilege to play there. When I got around that age, 14, 15, when my brother was playing for the Cowboys, and obviously thought I could go take it another step, and here we are.
What about school days? What was it like there? Which school, and what was it like playing rugby league at school?
Yeah, we're just down the road, old Bundy High. Went there till year 11, then I signed a deal with Melbourne Storm actually, and I moved down to the sunny coast to finish school, and then a couple of years after that.
And watching some of these younger kids come through, is it sort of like, I remember when I was doing that, playing high school football and then club football, and then, look, all of a sudden we've got a chance to go up a grade and play semi-pro.
Yeah, definitely. I seen the Confro was in Townsville not long ago, and seeing those kids run around in their school colours and that brought back some memories. And a young guy came in the Cowboys actually from the Confro. He was from Bundy, so it was pretty cool. I got to meet him, and I remember that feeling of being that young, coming into the club and getting those tours, and it's a pretty special feeling. Yeah.
Cohen, what about you? What's your connections to Bundy? Born here,
yeah.
But there's a little bit of a how should we say it? An anomaly in your record, and the fact that your club profile says your first A-grade club was Mount Isa. What's going on?
It was. I said it before. It depends who I'm talking to and where they're from. If I'm in Mount Isa, I claim Mount Isa, but when I come here, I claim Bundaberg. So hopefully the listeners don't hold that against me. But I've still got all my family here. Come back here most Christmases to catch up with everyone. But as football goes, pretty much played all my junior footy in Mount Isa. I remember, I started here. I played 1 year for Across the Waves. I think Dad just dragged me down to training one day and threw me in, and I had a game or two. But that's about as much rugby league as I've played here.
What about school time?
I went to
St. Patrick's.
St. Patrick's, yeah. So Mum's actually a teacher aide there at the moment as well, and so that's pretty cool, yeah.
She dragged you over to the school yet to come and say good day to the kids?
Oh, she tries every time.
All right, guys, you're both out on injury at the moment, unfortunately, so not actually playing. What's it like as professional athletes having to deal with the injury time and still maintain your commitments to the club? Zach, what about you? You're probably the most recently injured.
Yeah, not too far behind Hesse, but it's obviously a tough thing, to get around the whole mental part of it. I think the physical part's over and done with. We've got through like the hurting stage, but seeing the boys out there playing footy is obviously tough for us. We obviously love footy and want to be out there. Staying busy and keeping the mind busy, and having Hesse in my corner helps a little. He gets a bit distracting, but it's always good.
Good distraction.
Yeah.
Cohen,
sure.
What's it like for you as someone out on injury at the moment? And of course, the worst part was you didn't even make it to the first round. What's going on?
Yeah, doing it in a trial game hurts a lot. Not having even played one game for the whole season, but yeah, this is my first injury. So I think I started playing footy when I was 8, and I'm 28 now. So 20 years playing rugby league, the contact sport it is, and not having an injury is pretty lucky, I guess. So I guess I probably did the worst injury you can do as well. So I've got the got the full package with the ACL. But yeah, I think it depends on the individual. Like I'm a pretty level-headed kind of guy. Like not too much phases me, but yeah, as Zach said, like making sure that you're continuously doing something, like doing some study outside of football, and that helps. And then, unfortunately, again, there's a few guys that have been in the rehab crew. So, yeah, we just help each other along, and that makes it a lot easier.
What about the side of things like commitments to the club and all this sort of thing? We don't see what it's like for professional athletes who have, for example, in your case, you are part of a sports club. You have commitments to the club that you still have to maintain. How does that work during injury time?
Yeah, I guess it not so much different. Like obviously the club's got obligations of stuff to do, like people have to go for appearances and that, so that's where we come into play because we've got the most time off, I guess. So yeah, it can be good, like you going out there, getting pushed outside your comfort zone, you got to do a lot of guest speaking and then all that sort of stuff. So I'm used to that now. I've been in the game for a while, so I can talk all day long if you want me to. Maybe for
He's not lying.
Maybe for a younger kind of nervous guy, it would be different, but yeah, I have no worries in the world doing this.
Zach, tell me a little bit about the experiences for a young guy heading into professional rugby league for the first time. What are some of the things that you can advise other young players to be aware of or to make note of as they make that transition from either school or club into the big leagues?
For me, it was obviously a big shock, the whole professionalism thing and that word. Like I didn't really know what it meant to be a professional, and as not many people do. As you said, it's all behind closed doors sort of thing. The whole nutrition and training sort of thing shocked me the most. I'm a skinny guy and had to pack on a lot of weight to be able to play up against these big guys and yeah, I guess prevent injuries like obviously I wasn't able to do, but no, it's obviously a big thing with nutrition and training. You obviously have to work very hard and yeah, as I said, it's behind closed doors and it's the things that the public don't see, and it's obviously not what makes the money, but it's how we make our money. We keep our bodies right and ready to go on the field.
What was the biggest thing that you noticed in that transition from amateur sport into professional sport?
Yeah, I guess it's the whole thing of it being a job. It's a 24/7 thing. Like people just say, oh, you play footy and then you clock off and you go do what you want. But it's literally a 24/7 thing. You got to sleep right. We got to eat right. We got to recover right. So I guess that's the biggest transition. Is just it's not a sport anymore. It's our job. It's our lives. So you got to make it that way.
Cohen, as the guest speakers tonight, you and Zach are, I guess, going to try and impart some wisdom to the crowd at the gala dinner for Northern Districts Rugby League. All jokes aside, what are some of the things that you hope that you can convey to this audience?
Yeah, maybe just that it's possible. I guess when I was growing up, I sort of didn't really ever see myself being an NRL player. Obviously, being a Man Island, I'm sure Bundaberg's the same. They might not think that they have the opportunities that people that live in Brisbane or as such. So, yeah, I guess it's up to the individual. If they're willing to work hard and train hard and do everything right, that the opportunity is there to play in the NRL.
And we've seen it firsthand, a number of Bundy guys have made it there. We look at the Kafusis, we look at the Laybutt brothers, you guys have been able to make that step up and find a way into professional sport and follow a dream that not everyone has the ability to follow.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure there'll be heaps of kids out in Bundaberg at the moment who have every ambition of playing in the NRL. So, yeah, the more the better. Last
question for both of you. We'll go with Zach first. One single piece of advice for young players on the field.
Tough on the field. Probably as a outside back, and the way I play is don't hone all your skills into one thing, I guess. And it's a bit of a tough one to decipher, but yeah, I like to base my game off being able to play different positions and be that versatile kind of player. But yeah, I guess just don't have such a closed mind. I'd say go and do it with an open mind.
Cohen, one piece of advice for on-the-field players right now from someone who's been there, done that.
Yeah.
What do you recommend for them?
Yeah, mine's pretty simple. It's just have fun. Like, I guess some young kids can sort of get caught up in the hype or they're trying to get to their dreams, so they have to be perfect every single time. And yeah, if you're not having fun, then you're not going to play your best football. So I think that's really big. Celebrate all the little things on the field that your mates do, because at the end of the day, they're the ones who have your back. So have fun, because that makes everything worthwhile.